Hi there, my name's Aaron Short and welcome to my YouTube channel. Something really cool happened at NAMM 2020. I ran into Henning. I've watched his channel on YouTube for the last couple of years and I'm a fan of his, and he said let's do some videos together. So that was really awesome. I'm really happy he did that, and we made a few videos actually. Some are serious and some are not so serious. If you've seen his channel you know what I'm talking about. But he was kind enough to show me the Synergy system over at the Boutique Amps booth. Now, I've heard a lot about these amps. I've heard great things about them. You know, I use modulars right now and they're very convenient, but I've been thinking about getting a real amp again. And this system seems great because you can change the modules within it. It's very versatile and flexible. I won't tell you too much because you'll see in the video what I'm talking about. And in the future, I plan to get hold of one of these and I will make a full review. So please subscribe to my channel and watch out for that. And do me a favor, please subscribe to Henning's channel. This video will also appear in a different edit on his channel. And also Harry Plays Guitar. He filmed this video, so thanks to him. I'll put their links below, so check them out. And stay tuned for some more updates. But check out the video and let me know in the comments below what you think of the sounds here. I'll put some timestamps below as well if you want to go straight to the tones. Okay, here we go.
Let's do something completely crazy and talk about gear.
Oh, weird. For you viewers on my channel that don't know Aaron, Aaron's from New York, but he doesn't sound like it.
I'm from England. I reside in New York City.
And you play a lot of acoustic gigs, right?
Yes.
And then some electric gigs, but you go there with modulars.
With models, actually.
Ooh, can I visit?
Yeah.
You're like a Helixy guy.
I've dabbled in everything. The thing about Helix, if you live in the city, you don't want to carry a huge Fender.
You can't
But
carry
I'm not going to take that to a bar in New York.
on the subway.
Even the cab. The thing is, I'm a singer as well, so I'm taking PA. So modular makes sense to go into the PA direct, but then there's always that thing of I'm missing that feel and.
I think it's brilliant because of the convenience.
Yes.
It's got all the effects. You can put external pedals in there and route them any way you want in the chain. It works brilliantly with the Variax integration. It's not light. The big ass Helix isn't light. The Helix Stomp is.
That's one of my things with that. It's not a light pedal, but it's got everything in it. You can even plug a mic into it. I could even use it to route vocals if I'm the only singer as well. It's convenient. It's a tool. It's convenient.
It's a very convenient tool.
Sounds good
for the gigging musician, but it never will sound like a tube amp.
And it's not a tube amp.
Yeah.
So that's the answer right there.
2 days ago, we went together and see the new Line 6 Pod Go, which is amazing bang for the buck value.
Really?
Size, convenience, all that. But the demo that we heard on stage, after hearing tube amps all day, we walked in there and he was playing clean. And it's subtle, but you like immediately feel, it doesn't have the deliciousness of the tube. There is still nothing that can beat a tube amp. And Harry and I were just saying, anyone that says, oh, Helix is like totally killer, should go take one of those new Soldano SLO 100s with a 412, play that for a minute and tell me he can get that out of a Helix. But you can't.
But let's just remember, when you hear the Helix, you're hearing the mic'd cab, and when you're sitting here like we are, we're going to hear an actual cab. That's the difference. So my interest in this is, how would this be to plug a Helix into this or the power amp that they make? How is that going to change things, and what would you suggest?
You wouldn't. You would only use the effects of the Helix.
Okay, so four cable method?
No.
Channel switching?
3 cable method. Why would you use any of the Helix preamps or drives if you have a Synergy system?
Okay.
You would only literally use effects loop.
Because I want to put my reverbs and delays after the distortion.
Yes. So that means you use the Helix as, well, you could do 4 cable method for, let's say, choruses or the wah or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And channel switching too. MIDI channel switching.
Yes.
MIDI,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you wouldn't. I mean, digital distortions are still not really where an analog box is. And if you have the capability in Synergy to flip out the preamp modules like on the fly if you wanted to, without even turning off the amp, then this is, you got Bogner, Soldano, Friedman, Morgan, Fendery things, Marshally things, Engel, you've got all these real preamps. why would you want to go and do a virtual preamp in the Helix to just make it louder with this? That makes no sense.
So is this as good as
Yes.
the real thing?
It literally
Are these
is.
real tubes in here?
These are real tubes. This is the 800 module, which is really awesome. But if you have, for example, right here, this is a brand new module. The Pitbull Ultra Lead was one of the amps from VHT back in the day, now Fryette. A ridiculous EQ.
Wow.
This is the preamp from the Pitbull Ultra Lead, done by Fryette himself. This is not a model of it. This is not someone copying it. This is the Fryette Meister in his workshop, putting it in a different enclosure. That's it.
Very cool.
And the guys from Engel, my buddies Jürgen and Martin, are behind the Engel modules. So that's the Savage and the Powerball, and it is what is in the Savage or the Powerball. And
That's impressive.
So that's
So you can buy all of these and just change your amp by inserting that.
yeah. So
Wow.
in the 30, which is interesting to you because you want something mobile.
Yeah.
It's 112 combo. And the interesting thing is that it has a clean channel, so you don't need a module for it. On all the other Synergy modules, if you want a clean channel, you need a module with a clean channel built in. But you have a built-in clean with a bass, treble, bright, and volume, and then one module slot. So what you do is you put your coffee on it, don't do it, and you just pull this out. You pull this out, the amp can even be on, and you just stick another module in there. You know?
Okay.
You shove it in, tighten the screws, which is just for security, and you're done. And you have 2 channels per module. So there's an upper and a lower row. Some of them have shared EQs, some of them have separate EQs. They're all very different. There's the OS module, for example, which is a full Dumble.
Wow, that's a Dumble module?
Yeah, and I
new?
have it, and it's freaking ridiculous.
I'd love to hear that.
And it's got everything that the Dumble has, including the rock and the jazz and the deep, and it is all the controls the Dumble has. And when I switch to that clean channel from all my other amps, it has that much thicker, much rounder clean sound, and the leads on it are ridiculous. It's got a lot of gain on tap if you wanted that. Now, this is about in the US without the module, I think at $1,500 or something. The modules are $399. You have a Dumble clone for like $1,900 plus an extra clean channel, plus MIDI capability. And if you go to a gig and you're playing a classic rock gig, you put a freaking Dirty Shirley or Plexi in there, and you're golden. You put
Well, you advise me, because whenever I look at amps, they're often 2-channel. 3-channel, you've got to love all the channels. You know, I tried a Mesa, funnily enough, with 3 channels. I didn't like the 2nd channel. So with this, you're saying I can customize it.
whatever you want.
So what would you advise? I definitely want 3 channels. What would you advise to me if I want a real clean, a Fender clean, you know, thick clean, and then I want like a slightly crunchy kind of sound, and then I want a real heavy kind of punk rocky kind of thrashy sound.
Not metal, but punk rocky?
Yeah, not metal, but kind of. I'm thinking like Green Day, like not crazy heavy, just that.
Green Day is Marshally. Okay, so we should probably stick with Metroplex. Harry says Metroplex. Not a bad idea. Let's see. So for clean, let's go there first.
So there is a clean in here though, right?
Yeah,
So I couldn't use the Dumble with that because I've already got a clean and I've run out of
Well, I mean, it's just a different clean, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
that is the clean on
Yeah,
there.
so right now-
Let's see if I like that clean then.
It was very bright earlier, but the bright switch was on, so let's see.
Right,
Go.
but I do like a bright clean.
Yeah.
So. Enough for
Okay.
me.
That's a very, very effective bright switch. Sometimes it's subtle. That's not subtle. So, okay, go.
That's all. Everything's at noon, right? That's great. What kind of clean is that? Would you say? Fender? Voxy clean? Yeah. Cleans are always the easiest thing to get. It's those drive sounds that are always the.
Well, it's got a mid switch. Let's see what that does. Play.
What's that done?
Plexi mid. Harry says plexi mid. Hold on.
What did it do? I didn't hear anything. about the first position. That first position is great. And what kind of headroom we got in this? What is 30 watts?
30 watts.
Okay.
We got the BE module in here right now, which is literally the same channel twice, but you can of course set it up in terms of gain differently.
Okay.
So if I go to channel 1 here, we're really gonna get the gain down. Go.
So that's too bright. What I love about this stuff is there's no tweaking required.
It's done.
Just sound, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go.
You can get the Helix to sound fantastic if you put a lot of work into it. There's no work here.
This is like plug and play.
Let's go to like 2 o'clock on the gain, next channel. Go.
And remember, this is SSS.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
You're there, right?
Great.
Let's find another module for you.
Yeah, let's try another one. This sounds great as it is.
This is, by the way, the module to get, I think, for the drive stuff. It's the blue and red channel of the Bogner Ecstasy, which is a €4,500 amp and $1.
Made by the company. Like
Made by Reinhold
Because I
Bogner.
think I heard that the Fender one is not obviously Fender, right?
Fender and Marshall are like, you know, cloney. So you have two individual EQs. This has a shared EQ.
Okay.
And look, each channel has 2 switches, 3 position switches for different gain stages, whatever. So this is on right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking this off. You don't have to.
Just pull it right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just throw it away.
It's like a Sega Mega Drive. Remember those? Cartridges. But they would freeze up when you hit that.
So how long did that take?
Not very long.
So we're literally we're done.
Wow.
You can actually do this if you want to do between songs.
Oh, there's a foot switch too.
Yeah.
Just 3 channels like that. Wow.
So let's see. Go.
Okay. So that's low gain.
So this is the same channel now. Let's see what we can get out of the blue channel. Go.
So how heavy can that go?
That blue channel.
It's quite tight.
There's I mean, with the 2 switches and the gain alone, there's a lot of possibilities. Let's go to the red channel.
Okay. Oh, the red is the heavy one.
Yeah.
Red for danger. Jesus. The Helix doesn't do that.
But it's cool.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, it's a good thing. Is that as heavy as it goes? It's great. I mean, I think I still prefer the first one.
Okay.
The way of what I'm doing.
Let's do one more.
But then again, there's lots more to tweak on that with
Yes.
the switches. That can be a blessing or a curse, right?
I don't know this module yet. We would literally have to, you know,
Experiment with it.
get used to it a bit.
Yeah,
but let's see what else we have. This is Fryette's Deliverance, which is, I haven't tried this either, which is literally a like JCM 800 on steroids with 2 fully independent channels. So that might be good for what we're looking at.
Does this have any kind of line out, or would I mic it or use IRs from a Helix instead?
It has a frequency compensated line out.
How's that sound? Have you heard it?
It's the same that Freakman uses in like the Runt and stuff, so it's
the
decent.
Friedman's line out is good.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So let's go to the green channel in this case. Ooh, okay. Okay.
My sliding. That's nice. Crunchy.
This is good.
Wow.
This is a good module. Holy crap.
They're those in betweens, like slight low gain sounds, are the ones that I really struggle with. You know.
There's two gain knobs on.
It's great.
This is
Awesome.
nice.
Wow. I love that. That's that tight. Yeah, perfect for
Only on that channel there's a less and a more switch. So you got two gains and less and more. So that one channel
Just
that we're
that
playing is ultra flexible.
So go between those two, please. Wow, on one channel. Now, one thing I find with some amps is that they have like those switches, and they're the sounds that I want, and it's frustrating because I can only have one of them, and you can't switch those with MIDI, right? So I hope
True.
that's not the case with this one. Can we hear the other channel?
Okay.
This is going to be the heavy one, right?
Treble, mid, bass. Okay, let's get this up. It also has a less and a more switch. Okay, go.
Yeah. This is great.
The more switch, go.
Oh, more.
Yeah. Okay, let's get the gain all the way up on the less setting. On the red channel, go. All the way up. That's all the gain now. Now we got all the gain. Play. Clean channel.
Bring the clean up.
The green channel,
The
wait.
clean's too low.
Next channel.
That's good.
Clean.
That's a squealer. Okay, so questions.
Yes.
How much headroom do I have? Is that okay? Two things. First of all, will it sound good in the apartment at lower volumes, or for that instance, should I use the modeling stuff? And second question, at the gig, how much headroom does that clean have? Is 30 watts enough for a?
Yeah.
Yeah. Harry says yes.
Let's see. Let's crank it up.
It's starting to break up.
That's also really loud already, if you ask me.
So what's that at 50%?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell in this context. We're in a
but this is
huge,
loud.
huge room.
Hey, Carrie.
We're losing everything. So I like the clean sound a lot.
How quiet can you get? Play.
It's always the thing, isn't it? What does one sound like? Is it like nothing and then?
No, it's actually really nice to dial in.
So just slowly bring it up, please.
That's tough to get on a Fender.
Yeah, it goes from nothing to.
Same volume thing. Yep.
That's great.
That's apartment volume. You can do that at home.
So what module is that? That's great.
That's the Deliverance module,
Deliverance.
which you can't get yet.
Um,
It comes out soon.
hopefully they'll deliver it soon. And the squealer? Is that going to squeal like that at low volume?
I don't think so.
No, I never heard of NAMM. I've never.
Well, your single cord's right next to that thing. Yeah, low volume.
True, yeah. You don't get much more classic rock than that, do you?
No.
Yeah, I like that. Now the problem I would have is I wouldn't be tweaking my Helix, but I'd be thinking which module should I be using. I'd be keep changing the modules to see which one I like the best. They all sound great. I mean, the Dumble must sound amazing too.
It does. I mean, one thing you could do is consult your favorite YouTube channel. And
Tone King, he doesn't have them.
first of all, yes, he does. And secondly, thank you.
No, you're my favorite after this show. Great guy.
Well, Harry has a lot on the Synergy too, but I literally have every module there is on my channel.
So I'll fly to your house, try the modules.
You watch the videos.
Oh, that's why we have videos.
Yes.
Of course, I forgot.
This is what we do.
That's why
Aaron.
That's why I started the YouTube channel, so you can
Yes.
watch me on the videos. Right. I'm slowly getting there. Now, where can I buy this stand? Man, I want that in the apartment.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That's
I
nice.
told them I want like a
Make it.
Synergy module holder because when you stack them on top of each other without a holder, it's not pretty. I want like a soft bag because when you go to the gig, you kind of want a soft bag to have 2 or 3 with you.
Would you change them out at the gig? Oh, I guess you might select which one you want for that gig. Wait.
The thing is, you can go with this to a metal gig.
Right.
And
you can customize it.
and you play that gig. The next night you're playing a singer-songwriter thing where you need different kind of cleans. You got that.
So the
It's
combo
all
is
in.
just a 30 watt. Is there another combo?
As a combo, no. There's the head, which is over there. So if Harry shows that, that's the 50 watt, which is what I have. But that doesn't have a built-in clean channel.
it doesn't?
That has 2 modules.
Okay.
So if you want a clean channel, you have to have a module
But
with
on
a
that, you
clean
could have
channel.
the Dumble and
Yes.
the Triad.
I have the Dumble and the BEBB, which is a Bucks and Betty clean, and the BE rock and roll channel. And I got the Dumble.
Well, as we're here at NAMM, we have these things here. Let me just hear that Dumble clean compared to the built-in clean. If I prefer that clean to the Dumble clean, then I would want this. If I like that Dumble clean a lot, I'd probably want the head. And then a lot of guys now are getting the power amp I'm reading online. running
Yeah,
with the
I mean, you
power
can
amp.
also get like, if you're in New York, what you can do is get a 2 rack unit system, soft bag, put the Syn 2 in there, which is 2 modules, and the power amp, and then you can even run the Helix effects in stereo, because it's a stereo
It's just-
system.
Sounds great on paper, but I just wouldn't do it.
But
This is what I would do.
But also you need a cab. If you get the Syn 50 head, do you really want to take that around New York?
No, I
It's a-
just wouldn't.
it's- no.
You think you would, you get it, and you end up
Yeah.
never using
No,
it.
this is
practical.
for you. This is
Yeah,
practical.
Yeah, yeah. Is there a bright switch on there?
It's in. I've got deep in, bright in, and I have it
Really?
on rock instead of jazz.
Can you crank the treble for me? Compare that to the built-in clean then. Let's see. That's the built-in. The switch. It's fatter. I think I prefer the Dumble clean, which is annoying because then I won't have. I don't want 2 clean channels. Can you match them closer using the EQ?
Okay, let me see.
Let me just play
Get-
it. Is that the Dumble?
That's the built-in now.
I don't like that at all.
Go.
That sounds dead to me.
That's the Dumble.
I like that. It's really good. So you can't get the built-in the same like that?
It's a completely different topology, something design.
So what am I going to do if I want the Dumble clean?
I think they can't hear us.
It's amazing! I love this clean sound!
Aaron! It's a shotgun mic. Why does no one understand how this works?
When you like something, you can't help but play it. And that's why we buy gear.
It's true.
Because we like it.
So you like this because you can't stop freaking playing.
Yes.
The thing is, I would say if you go for a gig where you need low to clean, then, go put the Dumble in there. You have a drive, but if primarily you're rocking out and you need some cleans, the built-in is I think the built-in is kick-ass, but more fendery than Dumble. Dumble is a very special thing that I don't think any other clean will match.
The built-in was fine. It's that whole thing of that dangerous thing of comparing. When I played the built-in, remember I said at the beginning of the video, I love it.
Yep.
As soon as I did that old compare thing, I was like, oh, I've won the other. Yeah, that's dangerous with any gear to compare it directly like that. You're always going to find. But it's great. So the other option is the head that has 3, right?
2 modules.
So only 2 in that one.
Yeah.
But in that one, I can have the Dumble and I can have the. So that would be. And how big is that head? You did show us now.
Yeah. It's a full-size head.
But it's big, isn't it? So I really need this for gigs.
Yeah.
And that at home.
Well, obviously. Duh.
And that's why they do that. It's like, oh, my phone.
I think bang for the buck, what you get here with a clean and 1 module, you have a kick. Imagine this with a Deliverance module.
Oh, I had that. It was great.
You have an insane amp, and then you go for like $399. You put a different module in there. I mean, imagine for recording at home.
Then you need the silent. You need the what's it called?
All you need is like a Cap M.
Audio.
Just get a Cap M, or the new Captor X actually.
What about the Thomas Blue stuff? How does that compare to something like this? Do you still think this is more like the real thing?
Thomas's stuff is ridiculously good. It's the metal version of the amp and the non-metal version of the amp. I think they're very, very good, but you have to still carry stuff because you have to have a tab.
Yeah.
I think sound-wise, he nails it. I don't think it can go in many different directions. I don't think it can go as far as this can go with different modules.
Right.
But his stuff is killer.
Yeah, but that was a great demo. Thank you. I like that a lot.
Price-wise, yeah, it's boutique stuff, but it's under $2,000 what we're looking at here.
What I like about it is it's a 3-channel amp. There's not many small 3-channel amps. There's always a compromise somewhere, and you've got to use drive pedals. This could almost do a gig,
Oh, I think it absolutely
could. You've got 3 channels, just need a reverb and a boost.
Yeah, it comes with a foot switch.
Yeah.
And this is just look at the overall quality of everything. Bang for the buck, this is absolutely killer. Now that I heard the clean channel and that I heard this combo, I want one, even though I have the SID 50.
Is there a fan in there?
No.
No? Okay. Because that's one thing with apartment volume too. Some of the Mesa stuff has fans.
Oh, I hate that. I had a Mark 525.
Yeah.
It's loud. Even when it's in standby, it's loud.
Yeah, it's noisy.
No,
so this isn't noisy? It's so hard to tell on that.
No. There's no fan.
Okay. So
There's a big grill on top of here.
Yeah. So you can cook food on there too?
Absolutely.
Great. I'm sold.
Okay, and we have a new Synergy fan. Aaron Short from very cleverly named Aaron Short Music. It's not HPI or EYTSCHPI, which is HP42. It is Henning Pauly. It is my initials.
What's the 42? Your age?
No, that's the meaning of life.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
But if you spell it out, then that's how I would spell it out. HP. HP.
I'm impressed your channel got as big as it did with this as the username.
It's all of this. It's the sexiness that I bring to YouTube.
It's the animals, which as this will be on my video as well, will have my cats on the video.
Ooh. So we're gonna say thanks to Aaron for being here, and thanks to me for being in Aaron's video. See, I did this for you.
Appreciate it. No, that was much better than anyone at Guitar Center would have given me a demo of this thing, so thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna say animals, my animals at my end, and
my animals at my end.